Welcome everyone. It's Rick. I've got turquoise undertone here. I'm gonna do something dark though, believe it or not. I want it to be dark. I don't want to have like a really bright painting today. But I thought maybe some of this turquoise might come through when it's all done. I put this on with turquoise. Amsterdam has this turquoise, and I washed it down with a little bit of water, okay, to get a thin coat on there. And then after I got it all on, I took my brush and went across it like this, all the way down. Then I went like this, and then I went back again this way, and then back again this way, and back again this way till it got really nice and perfect there. And it actually dried a lot quicker too, so that helped. So I'm going to do a dark landscape. I'm going to do some mountains back here with some dark trees, hills, and I don't know what's going to happen yet, but maybe I should lay it in today. I'll do a little charcoal sketch. I got one of these little peel sketch charcoal pencils. I do know I want to have some cool mountains up here pretty high. So my horizon's going to be up pretty high here, maybe somewhere in here. So I can fill in a lot of this down here with some cool stuff. Less sky to work with. Maybe not that high, maybe a little lower. But I think I want to start the mountains back here and then kind of gradually move them forward this way. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a bunch of, here's the horizon, so I'm just going to put in a bunch of mountain peaks here. Just a bunch of peaks so I can get a lot of, maybe a lot of snow up there. Like that. And maybe I want this kind of running back off that way. So what I'll do is I'll probably have some kind of hill here. And I want to have some dark trees here coming down, evergreen trees here, maybe kind of curving this way. These will be trees here, dark, very dark, and then I think I'm going to snake some kind of river back here through here, kind of like that. It's a good start. It could change, so I don't know. That's good. And I'll keep all this, I think I'll put all flatlands down in here, but then I can run some bushes with some trees over here. It's a good start. I'm going to do a very dark sky. So what I want to do, believe it or not, I'm going to put some gray up in here, and then with some white. So what I'm going to do is just start with, this is acrylic paint, by the way, so I'm going to put some gray up here. Looks like I got a little blue in there. That's all right. Just mix it in there. I'm going to mix a whole bunch of different colors up in there anyway. Start with some gray. I'm hoping I let this dry long enough, because if you don't let it dry long enough, it'll just end up blending into the color. Okay, so I think I let it set long enough. It's been over 15 minutes, so it should be pretty dry. I'll just put this color on pretty light. So I did a lot today. I had to go to work, and then I had to do something after work. Then I had practice. I just got done with band practice, and Lisa made this killer dinner for me today. Some kind of, they call it wedding soup. It was pretty good. I'm just going to leave that right now in the sky. I want to get my mountains in. Hopefully the sound is working. If somebody's out there, if you can say if you hear me. I don't even know how to get the chat on here. Jerry's on. Can you hear me, Jerry? Hopefully my sound's on. I got a mic over here hanging on a mic stand, but my plug-in, sometimes it doesn't work, so I wonder how you get the chat to stay on there. Thanks. Yeah, I'm starting to like them too. They're getting better every week, my paintings. How's the sound? Can you hear the sound all right? Okay, good. All right, the sound is working. All right, I'm going to do the mountains in gray right now, a dark gray. I'm just going to use Payne's gray. I want to have a lot of different peaks on here today so I can add more cool stuff to it. So you can see I'm adding more outcrops here. This peak here has got 4 separate deals on it already. These two here, I'll probably, the ones that are furthest back, I'll probably just leave gray. To make them look further back. We'll see what happens. I don't know how this undertone's going to work. I did it once before with the green undertone and it came out pretty good. If you leave some of the green show through, it really looks cool when the painting's done. I'm actually going to put more paint over that, so I mean it looks good right here. We'll see. Maybe I'll put less snow up there. This is just Payne's Gray, kind of with a wet brush because like I said, I'm going to put more stuff on top of this paint. And I kind of do it the way I usually do it. I try and get all my color in, and then start adding all my trees and stuff. I wasn't going to use white for blending today, but I got to lighten up. I've got to lighten up the bottom of these mountains with white here. Create some terrain down there. And then I'll glaze it with some other color, but you can really see some of the green coming through that gray. Even though I put it on pretty heavy, it's still coming through. Alright, that's good enough. I'm going to put this hill in over here. I'm going to put a dark green hill here. Really dark green, because I want this to be more of like a dark painting. So I made my green with Hooker's green with I added yellow ochre to this that had a little bit of burnt umber in it, so that's why it's darker. Almost looks like an army green or something. It's a lot darker than I'm used to putting up there. I'm still gonna put some tint in there though to get some different hues in that green. Just a little. I want it to look dark. These are going to be dark trees here, so what I did, I mixed some, I don't have any black out today, so I mixed in my Hooker's green, I mixed Payne's gray. Payne's gray into the Hooker green, and then I also put some of the brown in there to get this cool dark green. I'm going to put some trees right there. And I found my number 2 fan brush, the oil fan brush. I'm going to give it a try. I haven't used that in a while. This brush is really good for putting treetops up here. But I actually don't want to put the treetops in yet, so I'm just gonna I just want to paint this in dark right now. Maybe I should just use the regular brush for now, and then I'll use the fan brush to get some texture in there. So these are going to end up being dark trees over here. So I'm just going to kind of paint it in dark right now. And then I'll put treetops up there with my fan brush. There we go. Something like that. So all down here, I think I'm going to leave this flat ground down here. So I'm going to use, I want it dark, so I'm going to use my burnt umber. I can't remember what I have burnt umber. Let me get it out here because I mixed it a little different today. I have burnt umber by Utrecht, but it's like coagulated. So I put some of that down, but I also I put a little bit of dark sienna with it. That's what it was. Yeah, I put dark sienna with this. All right, so I'm going to have dark color down here. I think I'm going to do a dark burnt umber on this side here, and then I got some of the same color, but I put red in it for this side over here. I'm getting a little too much water on my brush, and I don't need that much water. So I'm just working the underpaint still. It's kind of looking cool. I like the darkness of it already. Because I don't know if you've seen most of my paintings, they're pretty bright. The green is bright. When I use the yellow ochre, it gets really bright. The bright blue sky, white clouds. So I wanted this one to look a little darker. And believe it or not, even though I'm trying to make it dark, watch, it's going to end up looking bright for some reason. But I want it dark. So on this side here, I put a little red. Here's my burnt umber. I took a little bit of this and put it here and put a little red in it. And I got like this kind of a reddish brown color, which I'm going to put on this side over here. I'm wetting my brush in water just a little to help the paint flow. Okay. You can see it's this is the same color, just I put a little red in it. Okay. Kind of liking it already. I don't even have anything in there yet. Pretty good. I might as well just finish the rest of it with that reddish color. That way all the underpaint's done. Then I can start designing this thing now. Alright, there we go. Let me see how this looks in the frame. Pretty cool. Looks pretty cool so far. Oh boy. I'm grabbing a flat brush. A brush that I don't ever use. This is a flat Artist Loft brush, so it's probably a level 1 paintbrush. But it's probably a brush I bought, years and years ago. So but I'm trying to get in close here to my mountains, so, and I don't want to mess my peaks up. So I'm doing a little bit of detail work with a flat brush here, which I never do. And I'm still not, I'm not like trying too hard to stay away from the mountains. I'm trying to go quick. I saw the moon today on the way back from Lisa's house. It was pretty cool looking. That time of the year we get those cool looking moons. They start coming up over the horizon when the sun goes down, and they're pretty big. They look big. I'm putting white in here because when this dries, I'm going to glaze it. Glaze it with another color. Maybe a dark blue or something. And then it'll change the color from white to whatever color I use to glaze it. It's not going to be yellow, I know that. I don't want anything bright. All right. That was a little bit too much detail work there for me. I don't like to paint like that. I like to slop it up there, you know. That's the kind of painter I am. I don't like to spend time like this kind of work. But I had to get that done. All right, I'm going to put some color up there now on the mountain peaks. Uh, I'm going to put some a little bit of blue in my white. Uh, I'm probably going to put this up here with some white, but I'm going to also, I think I'm going to glaze it at the end. Because I want it to be, I even want the mountains to be dark, but I'm going to put up some color right now. Some of these I want to push back. There's a little bit of blue in this, okay? You can see I'm getting it to break a little bit. I think I'm going to leave that one gray. I'll pull this one forward in front of that one. If you want your paint to break, you got to put less paint on the knife. Otherwise, it's going to fill it in like that. That's okay. I don't want all the peaks to look the same, so. I want this to run down like this. See how that's looking. Pretty good. I like that. I think I'm going to leave that one, these dark, so it looks like they're in the back. For my shady side, I'm going to use, it's a grayish blue color here. And hopefully it goes good with this color. I think it looks all right because I wanted this one. I like the darkness of this one, so I'm gonna just put a little gray on this one. Maybe just get it to break up there. Leave that darkness up there. I like that. Let's see how that looks. That's a pretty good mountain scene. I like that. You see how I put all that white up there? And look at the green is already trying to come through up there. Man, and even down here, this green is coming through. You see how that undertone really comes through, even if you put color on it. Because I had all this covered. This was all covered with white. And the green is still coming through. You can mess around with different undertones on your paintings and, you know, find one that works for you. I really like this one so far because I'm using, this is a lot darker colors than I usually use. Let me grab one and show you. Like here's one I started the other day. I did one sideways. See how the green the grass is? And the hills are a lot brighter. I wanted to do, look how, yeah, look at the difference, the darkness. I like the richness of the dark. It looks really good. These mountains look real. There's 4 colors in here now. You got the Payne's gray, the green underneath, then you got the light blue and the dark blue. So there's 4 colors on there, and they're blending well together. It's a really cool looking mountain scene. I'm going to blend in some white down here now with a filbert brush. Just a little. That's why I keep a rag in my hand, because if you don't want too much white, you just want a little bit of white. That had a little bit of brown in it for some reason. we'll put like a little mist down here. Just a little. I don't want to mess up that mountain. It looks pretty sweet, but you see how that just made it look like a morning fog going across the bottom there. I'll put my river back in now. I'm going to use this blue that I used on the mountains to put the river back, or pathway, and then I can glaze it. I can glaze it later. I think I'm going to bring it from behind this hill here. It's going to be a cool trail coming from here. That's pretty good for now. Let's see, where am I going to bring this? I think I'm just going to bring it here and then maybe straight out now. There we go. Good enough. Now I know where I have to work around. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to put some trees up here. There we go. I don't know if I have enough green to yeah, this brush isn't working right. I'll just have to pull it up. That'll have to work for now. Those are supposed to be trees there. And I've already ran out of all my dark color. Maybe that's why I got rid of I found this brush in another cup. I think I put it there because I retired it. So that's why I'll use an acrylic brush. Put some treetop indications of some treetops here. I'll just do a few of them to show you what I'm going to end up doing. Something like that. When I shut the camera off, I'll fix this up. That's probably about all I'm going to put in there anyway. But I'm going to highlight all these trees too coming down with some color. All right, let me move on down here. I'm putting a little more hooker green out because I need to make some more bushes and trees here. So today, instead of using black, I mixed hooker green with Payne's gray and some of that brown. You can almost put, sometimes you can put blue in there too to darken it up. I mean, I wanted to do a dark painting, but I wanted to do it without having to use too much black. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm using Payne's gray to darken up the hooker green. I just put some bushes down here. And I'll put a bush right over here. Today I'm just coming straight down the trunk with the corner, staying right in the middle, coming straight out. Just like that. Just straight down the trunk. have to do a lot of work down in here. Uh, start here. Try and highlight these bushes here. Yeah, put some flowers in here first. Bunch of bushes there. Do do do. Do do do. Biddy-boo. Well, I think it needs a lot of work, but I kind of like it. I need a big tree in here somewhere. I can't put it here now because I put those there. I don't want to put it over this stuff here. I don't want to put it right in the middle. You know, it would look good here is like one of those tall evergreen trees that are kind of dead. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see how that looks. I'll run mix some dark gray up here. I can use, yeah, dark gray. I think it'll look all right. We'll see. Let's run a, I'm going to run a big tree up here. And I'll have to put some highlights on it. There we go. I'll let that dry and then something like that. There's a lot of these out here in Seattle, these tall, dead trees. Let's see if I can do it like this. that'll work. Just an idea, if because I don't want to put a regular tree in there. It would cover up all this over here. All right, guys, that's about all I'm going to do on this one right now. I'll finish it up and put it on the. I didn't even do the clouds yet. I got to do some clouds up there. Hold on. Let's see where we at. 1 hour. Okay, I got time to do some clouds. I wanted to glaze this white with blue and see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't usually do this. Oh, I want to try it out because I'm still testing things out. Here's some glazing liquid. I'm going to put a little on my palette. I mean, just a little bit. And I'm going to glaze some of my dark blue on this white. I think I'm going to use the blue, the ultramarine blue. So what I'm doing, I'm dipping into the glaze and then grabbing some blue color, and then I'm going to glaze over this white around the mountains here. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. It looks alright. I'll probably end up, let me just put some clouds up there and then see what happens. Kind of like that better. This is one of those long knives that looks like a long extended diamond. It's pretty good for making this type of cloud. You just gotta kind of let the blade, let it come off the blade, and I go straight with it. And I do a few of them, and then with the dry brush, I'm gonna come in here and lightly blend it. Just lightly blend it. I like that better. I'm going to go ahead and finish it up later, guys. I thought I was in a creative mood, but I kind of am, but I guess I'm tired. I had a long day today. But the mountains came out great. If you watched the beginning of the video and you watched how I did these mountains, uh, they really came out good. These really look real to me. Yeah. The mountains look pretty wicked. I just didn't. I'll finish designing all this down here. There's a lot of work to do. I mean, I can make it look better, but I've got to do a lot of thinking, and I know you don't want to watch me do that. And I'm going to probably end up putting a lot of maybe rocks down here, more bushes, fix this hill, add some different things to this hill. I'll fix these trees, so you'll have to just check out the community post when it's done. Alright, there we go. It's enough for now. I like that dead tree I put in there. That worked out pretty good. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Let me see if I can get the chat on again. It's weird how I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, my arm. That's from work. When I lift the boxes, I lift boxes at work, and then it always rubs right there. And every day it gets, how come I can't, the chat doesn't stay on? Yeah, Jerry, yeah, my arm, I damage that thing every day I go to work. I get another cut right there. All right, I'll see you on the next video, man. Thanks for watching.